Hello and welcome to the next video of Python Bytes problem solving. In this video we will see if a given number is Armstrong number or not. Let us see what is Armstrong number. An Armstrong number is a number if the sum of its own digits raised to the power of number of digits gives the number itself. For example, number 153. If we see there are 3 digits in this number, so we do 1 raised to 3 plus 5 raised to 3 plus 3 raised to 3. And we get 1 plus 125 plus 27, and the answer is 153. So you see that we are going to raise the power of each digit to the number of digits in it. So now let us understand how do we find a number is an Armstrong number or not. To understand this, we are going to start with a variable number, which is an input that is given, and we are going to take input 1634 for the example. Now we are going to start extracting digits from the number. Before that, we'll find what is the length. So that is the order. So we can find the length using the function length. And now we'll start extracting digits from the number. So to extract digits, we'll start from the last digit. So to get the last digit out of this number, we are going to use a function called as remainder. So number remainder 10 will give us the last digit. So once we start doing this, if we do it multiple times, we will get output as 4, 3, 6, 1. This is what is expected. So, but how are we going to get these numbers? So now whenever we get the last digit, we are going to do the operation of power on it. And that is the last digit to the power of n. That is the number of digits in the number. And then we are going to change the number. So how are we going to change the number? Is by doing slash 10. So when we do this, what happens to 1634? The first time when we do, we get 163, and at that time, so I'm going to remove this part. So this is the first loop, we get it as 4. In the second loop, we get 3, and when we take the quotient part, we get 16. Third loop, we get 6, and the quotient part we get 1. And in the last loop, that is 1, and we get quotient part as 0. So the remainders started, we got all the remainders, and we got the quotient in each loop. So we are going to run the loop. So we are going to create a while loop with condition that the number is not equal to 0. So we'll run all these conditions till the time this condition is not true. So now let us go to the coding part and see how the implementation happens and how we can check if a given number is Armstrong number or not. Let us see the coding part to check if the number is Armstrong number. For that, we are going to use a function called isArmstrong, and the input to that, so argument to that, is going to be the number. Now let us find the order, that is the number of digits that are there in the number. So for that, we are going to convert that thing. We are not going to convert the number and store it, but we are going to just temporarily convert it into string and see the length of it. Next, we are going to store the number in another variable called as temp number, because we are going to do certain manipulation of the temp number, and we need the number to compare in the end if the two numbers are equal. And then we are going to take another variable sum to add all the powers that we are going to collect from the number. And now we will start our while loop. We know that we have to run the while loop till the temp number is not equal to 0. Temp number is not equal to 0. Now the first part is, I'm going to write the comment here, get the last digit. So we have to get the last digit. We are going to use the modulus over here to get the last digit. So I'm going to say last digit is equal to temp number modulus 10. So if we take a modulus of 10, we are going to get the last digit of this. Now we are going to add this into the sum. So we are going to do in place, like we are going to add itself into the sum, and we are going to use the Python's inbuilt function power. Input to it is going to be the last digit and the order, that is n. Now that we have added the power, now we have to remove that last digit from the temp number. To remove that thing, we are going to use the quotient part, and if we keep continuing it, so this while loop will go on till the temp number is not equal to 0. So now once it exits the while loop, what we check is if the sum is equal to the original number, then we return true, else we return false. We can also reduce this whole part, this if else condition, because this is going to give us a binary, a true or a false. So it's going to be a boolean output. So we can just return this boolean output itself and not really bother of adding an entire if else loop here. Let us remove this pass condition because we have already implemented the function, and now we will check if this number 153 is a Armstrong number, and we have seen in our explanation that 153 is an Armstrong number, so it should return true to us. We can also check another number 124 and it should return false, because 124 is not an Armstrong number, because 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 64 is 73. So that is not a Armstrong number. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are enjoying the small bites of Python programming. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye till next time. Keep coding.